Welcome back to Cassandra's Curse, where all the knowing does no good when no one will listen. I was supposed to be on in 10 minutes. Okay. I was supposed to be on in 10 minutes, but 10 minutes is just too far away. It's too long. Do I sound all right? Oh, you can't hear yet? Everyone's pressing 5, so I know they can hear. But is it me or is it the muffled me? Oh, it's the right, correct version. Let's do this. Okay. Tan May, Chris, Aaron, Tara, Marquise. Don't give up. I'm glad you're here. Don't leave because I got to talk to you. So don't give up. Don't leave. I need to speak with you. Mandy, Janelle, Nocturnal Saint Studios, Johnny, Aaron, and Chris. Love you too. Okay, so I said hi to everyone that popped in. Let me get to what I'm going to be talking about right now. Hang on, give me 1 second. There's a plan behind everything I do. Oh, wow. Okay, great. Okay. Now listen. No, you're not in trouble, but I need to speak with you. Don't give up channel. Your last few live streams have been so damn inspirational. And I was hoping that you would show up so I could tell you and so I could tell everybody. And I have a few other people I'm going to be speaking about, but I have your channel name and the link in the description. And he's also in the chat, so please check him out. But there's a few things I want to say about your live streams, the last couple ones that you did. You said abuse isn't cool. And you're damn right. It's not cool. But what is cool is the fact that you said that. And some people have stayed completely silent about the abuse, but want to pretend like they're cool online or act like they're cool or use their status of being a celebrity or being cool to harness in the affections of children and the love of children and the admiration of children. And you say abuse isn't cool. When you say it, I believe it when you say it. And I love when you say it. And that was really awesome. And he also said that abusers aren't heroes. He acknowledged that single moms are heroes or even single fathers. This is Don't Give Up channel, mind you. Yes, I'm glad you speak out because, I want people to check out your channel. I'm going to be talking about a few channels, but I want people to check out your channel. And he's even got a troll account, ladies and gentlemen. He's reached Roasted Studios status. Kizzybug has one. Cassandra's Curse has one. What does that mean? It means someone's hot and bothered by everything that you say that is so pertinent and important, and they're so damn jealous that they can't say it on their own account and take a stand for a child, which makes you damn cool, which makes you the hero, which makes you doing the right thing. People are creating troll accounts of you, sir. Don't Give Up channel, because they're triggered by your truth. And I don't see them refuting anything that you say other than pretending to be you on a troll account while acting idiotic, mind you. That could never be you. What's wrong? Oh, okay. Don't Give Up channel says heroes are people that lay down their lives for their country. Those are people that can't even speak for themselves anymore because they already sacrificed the biggest thing that they could have done, which is themselves. And he acknowledged that. He said the abusers aren't heroes, sorry. But actually, he didn't even say sorry because he's not sorry about it. He said people that lay down their lives for their country, single mothers, single fathers. He acknowledged the police. And he also acknowledged it's because they don't know what they're going to face each and every day. Do you guys have a job, or do you know people that have a job where you know exactly what you're going to face each and every day, or you can expect certain things and maybe it's not as dangerous as sacrificing in that manner? I mean, we have heroes out here that aren't being acknowledged. Real heroes. He acknowledged people that, save people from fires, burning flames. You know, these are don't give up words. I'm not stealing your glory, man, because you were amazing. Lexi, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, Lexi. You're next. Don't give up says saving animals from getting hit by cars. People that save animals. People that speak out against child abuse. And he also said that he would speak out about child abuse until the day he dies. And I believe you. And that makes you awesome. And that makes you cool. I'm proud to know you. I'm proud to be your friend. I'm proud that you said that I'm your friend. That's awesome. I feel like I have somebody on my side who makes sense, who doesn't mind taking a stand for anybody that's being hurt, including a child. That's a real man right there. You also said, is it funny if you're the kid getting abused? Well, of course not. Of course not. So why exploit it? Why hurt children? We all know that we wouldn't want to be treated that way. So then why treat someone else that way? Why treat a child that way? I want to ask, if you're an abuser, would you treat your own friends that way? Because a lot wouldn't. They just go out with their drinking buddies and go abuse their kids by throwing them in the river. But you got to know people are hot and bothered by you because the troll account. So anyways, I just had to tell you those things because I see you speaking out. I missed your last few streams, but I want you to know that I'm listening, and there's other people that know about your channel that are listening, and you're helping other people. And no one's refuting what you're saying. They're just bothered by what you're saying because it's the truth, and because probably they're jealous because they can't say it on their own damn channels. And why, they have to ask themselves that. How they ended up with a career on YouTube or whatever you want to call it, and you stay silent about child abuse. It's absolutely despicable. But don't give up. Good for you. Okay, Aaron is in here. Matt. Hey, Matt. A big hello to everybody. Mandy, Bridget, how are you doing, honey? Tanmay, Tara, Michael, Nocturnal, Saint Studios has a Spreaker. He speaks out. Check him out. Give me 1 second. Okay, why is it called Wow, I'm Blown Away? Why is this called Wow, I'm Blown Away? Well, it's amazing what happens when other people speak up and we hear other voices, some fresh new voices. And when the same voices that have been sticking up stay in there and stick in there. So I say I'm blown away because I've been hearing some videos and live streams of people opening up about their abuse, about what's happened to them and how it's affected their lives. And these are people that I need you to check out. I need you to check out their channel. The next person I want to acknowledge is Lexi. I hope you're still in here. Lexi, you sound like $1 million. I'm going to start listening to whatever you drop on your channel, and then I'm just going to mimic you because you sound like a professional, and your voice has like glitter dust thrown all over it. And and she did it like a half hour, ladies and gentlemen. Lexi, she's in the chat. Click on her. You have to go listen to her half hour live stream. I listened to it today. It was amazing. You sound like a professional. You were so kind, so giving. Yes, yes, I know. This just amazing London, this juicy accent, this green. I'm saying green because I don't know why. Isn't that a London term, green? Green as in fresh, this fresh voice. But I mean, I'm so proud of you. I mean, how inspirational that you got up there and talked about your abuse that's happened to you. I don't want to tell your own story because you just told it so beautifully. But the link to her channel is in the description, and she's in my chat. And I mean, I was really moved by the things that you said. And wow, you've gone through a lot of abuse. You've gone through a lot. You've gone through enough. And to know that you're just realizing, or you've come to grips finally realizing that the abuse wasn't your fault, and everybody that's here, you got to know abuse is never your fault. Even if you have people in your life that blame you or make you feel like it's your fault, or never acknowledge that it wasn't your fault, or never apologize to you, it wasn't you and it wasn't your fault. So I'm so happy to hear you say that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, they'll blame you. They'll blame you. They can't take accountability, but you know, it wasn't you. You said such things like you felt like you were the only one that had gone through abuse. And then you're realizing that that's really not true. And acknowledging it, as you stated, doesn't make you a bad person. And acknowledging it and telling your story like you did, this amazing story that you have, you're going to help other people. And just as you stated on your channel so eloquently, even if it's just one person, that's enough. It's more than enough. And it's more than can be expected. And it's a really good thing. And maybe that person can help somebody else. And there's a chain effect going on. And it's pretty damn cool. Really, really cool. You said a lot of nice things about me. And I really appreciate that. I hear a lot of nasty things every day. Of course, you guys see my, comment section. Sometimes maybe you see the Twitter. So it's nice to have people hang in there and they found meaning in the hashtag and they share it and they speak out and you just make it that much stronger. You've added your voice, you added your diamond dusted voice to this conversation. I'm extremely grateful. I really am. Oh, you said that YouTube is a platform for everybody. And I couldn't agree even more, any more than that. We should all be here conversing, talking about things, talking about how we can make things better, learning to live with each other's opinions without hating each other, which hate leads to violence. And I don't agree with being hated or hateful because that doesn't feel good. And so I've had to acknowledge, that I don't hate anybody in that family that I speak about or any of these people, but they have to live with my opinion that I know that abuse is a choice and it's wrong and it's hurtful and it's damaging. And if you continuously do it and make no choice to make things better for children, that eventually you may lose those children. Or you may lose people's faith in you to be able to be around children in a healthy manner. And children come first, period. They can't speak for themselves as if they were adults and knew their whole lives and what they're doing with themselves and are some, 40 or 50-year-old person that pays bills. That, they're a child. Their brain is still developing. They don't know to stick up for themselves. They don't know that abuse is wrong and that you set up a boundary and they don't know to do that. They just love their family. They love their abusers and they live through abuse. So it's wrong. And if you see somebody abusing a child, you have an obligation to say something. And if you're not saying something, you have to wonder why, first of all. Second of all, you have to come to grips with the fact that you're now an abuser. Okay, but now I'm going off on a tangent. Lexi, you told me I was special. That was really kind of you. That's really nice of you. And you need to know that about yourself as well. I mean, you're a very, very special person, special lady. Everybody in here is special. Everybody has been hurt or affected by abuse in some manner, maybe by the footage, maybe by the normalization or people laughing at it. Maybe you've been affected by somebody that you know. But just know that you're all special. You're all good people. You all have something worthy to offer. Okay, I want to read something here. The link came up, Bridget. The link's there. Thank you, Nocturnal. I want to read what Mur's saying. Mur's in here. How you doing, Murmur? Shake your bonbons, honey. If you're going to walk through this store, you got to shake your bonbons. Okay. Mur says, hi. I don't know how I feel. Oh, wait, sorry. She says, hi. I don't know. I feel like people hate me just because I speak my opinion about the old man and his family. I'm sorry I'm not a big fan of them. I do not like them, period. And it's stupid how people attack just because they express their opinions. I've kind of been noticing that that's been happening with your channel. I see the likes and dislikes over there. And mind you, if you're over here on my channel, please support Mur, the Diamond Rican Mommy, aka Mur. Please support her because she doesn't agree with the abuse. She speaks out against it. And certain people in the community that know of these channels and watch them and stay silent about the abuse attack her for no good reason. So go support her channel as well, right along with Lexi, and don't give up because she's being attacked. And you're right, Mur. We're all adults here. We should all be able to have an opinion and express ourselves, support who we want or who we don't like, and still be able to respect each other at the end of the day. If we're friends, support each other's channels, say hi, not be bullies, not be idiotic, not be hurtful, not be mean. So you need to know when you did a Spreaker and you hashtag, what about this abuse? You took a stand. That is automatically going to send hate your way from people in the monopoly, people that don't agree with you, people that want you to like who they want you to like without wanting you to speak about what you're saying. Who cares, right? So just keep doing you, because I've seen you on here for over a year and you've grown in a lot of different facets in a lot of different ways, and speaking out on your own damn behalf and taking a stand for yourself is one of them. So keep doing that because I like that about you. Okay. Tangent. Mur says everybody should pay attention to the old videos. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because you're going to have people that will lead you into a conversation that may go nowhere, will never address any abuse, or they might just pawn it off by trying to say, oh, it's fake. It's fake. And we all know otherwise. We all know what abuse looks like and sounds like. And that all of us don't know, perhaps, because some children or some people that's been normalized for, or some people have been through no abuse at all, like Michael Fairfax's wife, who will attest to that, thinks it's like a married with children type thing where there's absolutely no abuse. Put it together and what do you got? You hear it, you see the signs, you hear the stories, you saw the daughter reach out to this channel. I would be insulting your intelligence if I told you guys there was no abuse in that family and no child abuse or domestic violence for profit on camera, to include a lot of those older episodes. Sadly, if I clicked on any one of them, there's something in there to include homophobia, racism, abuse, domestic violence, or the normalization of it, or the signs of of abuser, like the old man gloating after he gets away with getting away with whatever he gets away with because he says he's not going to film otherwise. So, yes. Your daughter said I can use Twitch roasted or you run out of YouTube. Well, yeah, maybe. There's some other platforms. I hope I would never have to leave this one, but I don't know. There is one rule. There's a couple rules, you know, to the guidelines on here. And one is that they could terminate your account at any time for any reason. So that is a very real thing for myself, or maybe even Pickle Boy. You know, we'll wake up and our account's gone. I don't know. Could happen. I would hope it wouldn't happen because I'm trying everything I can to, you know, take the ego out of the channel and make it about this message that is so much bigger than myself and even Pickle Boy. But for Pickle Boy, it's not like, oh, That's a priority. I need to speak about that. His priorities is money and the brand, and having the sister go around lie about me and everyone in the monopoly, and yeah, that's great. That's called my life right now. Wonderful. But it would be so much more. It would be amazing if he could use his platform and say, "Wow, yeah, abuse is wrong. It's very dangerous." And he hasn't built up his kind of platform to do that. He's built up a platform where you laugh at abuse and you back up the abusers regardless. So I don't know. Princess Skate said he yelled so much. Oh yeah, even the way he yelled and was spitting on people, and he yelled in someone's ear, and someone that came to collect the washing machine in one episode, he yelled in the gentleman's ear. You know, holding knives up to people, not watching the children properly, having to take anger management for how he treated the children, wiping his genitalia on his hands and then putting it in the mom's face. The yelling and cursing and screaming alone. Just that, honey. That's abuse. And it was enough abuse for her to not be able to take it. Oh, and that's why I want to say something else that Lexi said. On her amazing, I don't know if it was a video or a live stream that you did. I think it was a video. No, it was video. You did a video. It was not live. God, you said so many heartbreaking things too. Goodness, you said so many things. I don't want to get it wrong here. Hang on. Yeah, abuse isn't your fault. You're not a bad person if you go through abuse or talk about it. Even if people want to gaslight you, blame you, or scapegoat you, or use it against you in some manner, that's them. Has nothing to do with you. Oh, but this is something Lexi said. She said it's not your fault. And if it affects you later on in your life or as a child, which I promise you it always does, it's not your fault the way your body or your mind reacts to it. And if you need to get help or get medication, or you need therapy, or you need to acknowledge yourself and build yourself back up and your self-esteem back up, if it's been ripped or torn down, it's not your fault as a child or a grown adult how your mind or body reacts to abuse. It's okay. Thank you for saying all these wonderful things in your video on her channel. Click her name, subscribe to her, and click like on that video. It was a good one. Really, really good one. Thank you. Okay, hang on. Let me see here. Thank you. Thank you, Bridget. I appreciate that. I do. I really do. Hey, Creative J, how are you doing? Thank you for using the hashtag. Princess says she lost much respect for YouTube since they allowed strikes on others' channels, but never to Pickle Boy. Isn't that the weirdest thing? With all this footage, and I don't want to compare, you don't compare abuse, but a lot of people are looking at the Stadio 5 situation and Pickle Boy's part in it, and then also the abuse that's been displayed that he's done towards the nephews and stood around and watched the mom and exploited everybody in the sex walk-ins. And isn't it just as bad, would you say? I mean, I don't want to say, I'm not going to compare abuse. You don't compare abuse ever. You just don't do it because you have no right to say what affects somebody and this affected somebody worse than another person. The scapegoated daughter said it on one of her live streams. She looked right in the camera and she said, "You guys have never been what I've been through." Well, you don't know that because you don't know what the audience has been through. You only know what you've been through, and people can only validate you and you can only validate other people. So, but yeah, I have a video down right now, the one on Vimeo, And it's the same video footage that they've all uploaded, including the daughter from New York, as entertainment. I uploaded it as it was either educational or people in blogs, and it was a child abuse awareness and prevention video pointing out things that were wrong, and here's the number to get help. And that got a strike, and nobody at YouTube will look at it, and I don't respect that either. And I really don't lost a lot of respect for MTV with this Teen Mom show. I feel like they're contributing to the demise of and the downfall of this. They're paying the moms to have a baby after baby after baby with multiple different partners, and some of the moms are abusive and pulling out guns and creating violent situations and unsafe situations for their children. And you see some of the producers on that show, and they act oblivious to it. And you see them passively, kissing up to these stars that that they probably can't stand, but they have to peddle it for their job, even though it's wrong. I see it's wrong. Why are they doing that? They're like encouraging that behavior. I don't like it. I don't think it's good. Michael Fairfax says YouTube is actually striking by keywords now. They hit H3H3's podcast yesterday for talking about that person that they just kicked off. They stopped his live stream and gave him a strike. Oh my goodness, really? Yikes. Well, what did he say? I wonder what he said. Oh, Bridget. Bridget said she's still being abused verbally and emotionally by her mom. And I'd gather at this point she doesn't realize it's her, perhaps, and you've told her and she won't stop. Is that what's going on? Because that's unacceptable. That's not okay. Don't internalize 1 second of that garbage. But Bridget's got a channel. You want to check her out, support her. Nocturnal Saint Studios has a Spreaker. Chris Peck, you're awesome. You're very unique and you're cool. And I like you. And I like that you do things in your own way. It's okay to do things that not everyone's doing, because that's what you were talking about on your channel. You said you were getting some, flack for your videos. Who cares? Keep doing what you enjoy doing. And you have to check out Lexi's channel. Lexi, this supermodel with the blue hair, with the diamond dusted voice, the voice of reason. She did a half-hour video on her channel. You got to check her out. She talks about her abuse story. She talks about what happened to her. She maybe her story can help you. It touched me. I'm highly impressed by the bravery and the courage. I really am. You said so many things. I don't want to retell your story, but there was a lot of things that happened to you. A lot of child abuse that led to you not doing so well as an adult. And that's what we're talking about on the channel. That's why I really try to press it's so harmful and dangerous that you better care about Lexi, and you better care about anybody else up in here that's been affected by abuse. You better care about them, and you better care about their pain, because they're really important, awesome people that don't deserve that mess and that drama. And they've come to realize it's not them, and they have to take one day at a time. And they're such awesome people. So how dare anybody say this is not important or it's not worthy of speaking about? I'm going to speak about it every day. I'm going to keep speaking about it. And I'm going to keep talking to YouTube about my strike and get my video back up there. because I know what's right and I know what's wrong. And you take a damn stand for a child. So they don't go through they don't have to shed one tear that they don't need to unnecessarily. Unless they're scraping their knee from learning how to ride a bike, lay off the children. They don't deserve abuse, and they don't deserve the crap and the garbage. And stop normalizing it. And don't abuse your platform to collect money by showing it. You can't upload it and categorize it as abuse. So just stick a label on there saying it's funny entertainment. I don't think so. The minute you find out that that abuser hurt children, neglected them medically, educationally, almost killed them, called children curse words, called a little autistic boy dumb. The minute you hear those things, he got the children abused just last year by not protecting them, lack of supervision, failure to act. It doesn't make him funny anymore. It's not funny. A grown man never having taken a stand for a child, that's sad. That's not funny. And that person doesn't deserve admiration. And maybe not even any respect either. Because that's wrong. Especially this mind manipulation of lying to the whole audience. What's up, Mandy? With my real or fake video. Check that out. Going your whole life as being a child abuser, someone who's mean and hateful, who ruins the Christmases of his sister, his wife, makes women cry on Christmas, makes children cry on Christmas, makes them sad, throw things at them, says homophobic slurs, throws toys at them. Maybe that person isn't deserving of your view and of you subscribing and of you purchasing something and of your respect and of your laughter. Maybe that person's not deserving because that person never acknowledged to be an abuser his whole life. And that's unacceptable. And children need somebody greater to look up to. They need a positive role model. Not you, Pickle Boy. Because Pickle Boy, in my personal opinion, can do so much better. That's a really big reason right there. It's not as if he can't do better or that he isn't better or shouldn't be better. It's not about that at all. Hang on a second, guys. I need to fix my headset here. Okay. It's not about that at all. It's about the fact that he has shown us certain talents that he has. I listened to one of his songs. He's written a lot of songs. I listened to one of his songs earlier. Some are more disturbing than the others. But this one was about his abuse or an abusive life. And it was beautifully written. And it gave a message where somebody could attach themselves to it, maybe get something positive out of it versus looking at abuse and thinking it's funny or laughing at it or thinking it's normal and never getting out of that abusive life. So when I hear these songs where he's rapping and it's a good song, I'll try to find it. Let me know in the chat if you want me to find it or if you guys are interested in hearing the lyrics or anything like that. Because once you hear something like this and you hear talent from someone like that, you don't expect anything less. You don't want to hear anything less. I don't want to see you abusing kids or misusing or abusing your platform. And I don't think anybody does, even the people that support you. They want to see you do the right thing, the right way. To include maybe taking a stand for your own cause. I don't know. But let me see if I could find, well, let me see if you guys are even interested. And then I could maybe look up the song. I don't know. I'm behind in the chat also, though. Yeah, that's true. Christopher says he's not only abusing his family on Twitter, he was mocking the disabled when he posted that picture of him still in a handicapped space. Yeah, I don't agree with that. And he deleted it, didn't he? But there were some people that screenshotted that and saved it. Murr says, just say no to domestic violence and child abuse. Yes. Yeah. Run away from it as fast as you can. It's dangerous. It serves no purpose for anybody's life. Doesn't serve any purpose for children, animals, nobody. Yeah, Chris, you could. You could ignore them right back. Absolutely. Two could play that game, honey. And don't forget, withholding love. What's withholding love? That's abusive, isn't it? Never working out problems, withholding love, making you feel like you've done something wrong, making you feel like you're bad, you've done something bad, making you feel bad about yourself. Don't let them do that. Christopher says he abused a handicapped woman verbally. Well, he said something like, don't try to be a social justice warrior or something like that, right? It doesn't behoove you, or what, he said something like that. I imagine he hurt that woman's feelings. When did that happen? Oh. Yes, but in short, it doesn't behoove him to steal a disabled parking spot or take a picture of it, normalize it to the audience as if it's okay, because what was the fine? It was like $325. So I guess that's nothing to Pickle Boy, right? Because you could just throw a nephew on camera, exploit him, make him cry, or abuse him, or blame him for doing poorly in school, even though it's really not his fault because he has, poor guardianship around him with nobody having his back other than exploiting him for content. So maybe that's another thing. He's got so much money now, he could park in disabled parking and turn around and say something negative to a woman that needs that spot. Maybe I'm going to shout out disabled people in the beginning of every video of mine from now on, every live stream I got. Maybe I'm going to do that from now on because I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, absolutely. He doesn't abuse his family. Yeah, Chris says that too. He's not just abusing his family, he's abusing the general public. He's abusing the audience. Every time he lies to you, every time he manipulates you, every time he uses you guys, every time he uses the sensibility of children to sell a product to get more money, he's being abusive. Yes, please support Lexi. I mean, your video blew me away. It really did. I can't say enough good things about it. Wow, I'm blown away. That's the name of this live stream because people have been speaking up. People have been using the hashtag. People have been talking about this on their channels. If you have been, let me know about it because not everyone does. Some speakers I happen upon or channels, and I'm like, wait, this person never even told me. So other people have let me know. Do let me know on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at YoYoWang13. Share your videos on there. It's amazing what happens when you hear other people speaking, when you hear other people that have been affected by abuse, or they have something to say about it, or they want to help somebody else by sharing their story. You know how incredibly brave that is? There's people online that will misuse and abuse your information no matter what. Even if you're on here trying to do something positive, to stand in the face of adversity when you got troll accounts of you running around pretending to be you, when you got nobody addressing what you're saying, but refuting you and attacking you, when all you have left is your own voice and your own story to share to help at least one other person, well, then you have Lexi's running around who's just a complete badass. Lexi, Don't Give Up, Nocturnal Saint Studios, Lita, Kizzy Bug, Murr taking a stand. Good go, girl. She took the challenge. She shaked her bonbons. And I loved it. I mean, just anybody. Oh, yes. The Weird Reactor 2. That's another channel. The link is in the description. She made one video. It's a 5-minute video. She got more hate on it than love, guys. She's got about 7 likes, 21 dislikes. I personally don't care about likes or dislikes. It doesn't bother me. But to somebody who's making the video for the first time, speaking out, she's even sharing a little bit of her own story and giving her opinion about how she really feels. A lot of dislikes and hate for her. The Weird Reactor 2, her link's in the description. Please go show her love. Check out her video. Click like, leave a comment in the comments section. Acknowledge her abuse, validate her perspective. Say, hey, thanks for speaking out. Not a lot of other people are. Only the ones with the biggest cojones as of right now. So, yeah, it's good. It's really, really good. You guys bring such a strong voice to this conversation. You make it so much more important than what it ever could be just by validating it, acknowledging it, supporting it, encouraging it, and talking about your own stories, talking about what happened to you. What happened to you is important. How you feel is imperative. And what you feel comfortable sharing or not sharing, it only adds to this, and it only adds to strengthening the conversation and strengthening and lifting people up instead of pushing them down. Pickle Boy, if you're listening, you can do so much better. And I encourage you to listen to some of these abuse stories from these abuse survivors, some of these abuse ass kickers, some of these abuse, I'm not going to take any more of your crapola. These abuse survivors, you got to hear these stories. Maybe it'll inspire you to do the right thing online, or to be kinder, or to do something more meaningful, because it's these people that make me want to do that. So maybe they'll make you want to do that too, because it's really important. As I've stated before, it just may be one of the most important things you ever get to do. Helping to prevent the abuse of a child, validate the perspective of somebody, get somebody out of an abusive situation, get an abuser to acknowledge that it's a choice and get them to change. If you could do those things, that's awesome. Let's talk about those things. Yes, Bridget's dealing with being a victim of parent alienation. And I don't even know. I can't even imagine, you risk your life when you have a child. You risk your life, your health, your well-being to bring a life into this world. And it's an unconditional love. And to have the other parent, or maybe somebody that doesn't love you anymore, or has no respect for you, to turn a child whose brain is still developing and get them to dislike or hate a parent is so confusing to them when they love that parent and they need the love of that parent. And that parent wants to give them their love and wants to be in the child's life. The parent that's alienating that child from the other parent, that parent has an obligation to get it right for their child. And that means acknowledging that that's your mom. We love your mom. We respect your mom. We need your mom in your life. That's one other person that's going to have your back, that's going to be at your graduation, that's going to say they love you, that's going to care about you. You don't just give up on the parents, and you don't manipulate children into believing that they need to give up or dislike a parent. That's wrong. It's not okay. If you listen to the divorce interview in this family, it happened to the mom in this family. taking complete and total and utter blame for any and all abuse that happened in the family, while the old man gloats and gets away with it and tells her to he hopes she rots in hell. That's not right. She brought the kids into the world. Bridget brought her daughter into this world. Let's allow the parents of these children to have a relationship that goes untainted, by the significant other or the ex or the other parent who wants to be a child themselves, who wants to pull a child into adult situation where they have no place being. They need to be children. They need to be worried about having fun, birthdays, eventually at the appropriate age, maybe going on that first date and living their life. They need to be worried about those things, and they need to have as many people in their lives, including as many parents as possible, that will back them up regardless of anything. Who they choose to love, their gender, the color of their skin, doesn't matter. So, yeah. Well, Lita C, he missed out. I mean, come on. We've talked about how great you are. You're wonderful. You're hilarious. You have me laughing all the time. So, it's a loss. It's a loss on I don't know how you feel about it, but I mean, I could clearly see it's a loss for him. It's his loss. I'm reading the chat, guys. Give me a second. Lovely Nurse says her mom has severe arthritis and other health issues and has to use handicap parking. It chaps her butt when someone like Pickle Boy and Princess act like they're huge celebs and are entitled. Oh, yeah. They're not entitled to disabled parking. They didn't earn that. They just earned enough money to be able to park there and pay the fee if they get caught, pay the fine. And that says a lot about them. But we need to be respecting disabled people in our community, in this community, because they've gone through enough. And what? Do you want me to mention that here? Neanderthals took care of disabled people. Even a damn Neanderthal people. They took care of disabled people. And how do we know this? Because they found remains of people that were taken care of that couldn't take care of themselves, but that lived a lifetime. Is that correct? So they had something wrong, like a broken, leg or arm, but somebody took care of them. Somebody cared for them. It's inhumane not to. It's inhumane not to care about animals and children. Don't give up said on his live stream, abuse isn't cool. And you're damn right. And that's why I don't watch the Monopoly, because they haven't convinced me that it's cool. It's not cool. I'm going to stay over here with Don't Give Up. I'm going to stay over here with my peoples, because it's not cool. You can't convince me of that. Lita, I'm so sorry. His loss, a really big loss. Bridget, try to eat something, even if it's a little snack. Roasted said, I got to eat something. You're not feeling well, you're having trouble sleeping. Try. At least lay down. Maybe take a hot shower. You know, there's melatonin. I don't know if you use different sleeping meds, a natural remedy, perhaps. Some people do the warm milk. I don't know. I know why you're losing sleep. I'm so sorry. But make sure you take care of yourself. You have to eat something. You have to take care of yourself. You're an important person. You know why, Bridget? You're somebody's mom, and you deserve respect. So make sure that you take care of yourself, because that's very, very important. You go, Lexi. I'm happy you're here. Michael says he says, I guess I'm lucky my family lives on the East Coast and I live on the West Coast, so I have zero interaction with them. Well, if it's a toxic family, or if it's people that are going to make you feel bad about yourself, or they are abusive, then in some cases it is better. Because what are you supposed to do? Just stay there and put up with it? If you do, you're going to end up burning a cross under your arm. You just may end up doing that, because that's what happened with the mom. And that's kind of what Lexi was talking about. You don't go through these things and then your mental health and well-being or your physical being goes unscathed and you're just fine. Something negative will happen. And so it's important to acknowledge these things and take a stand and get the children out of the situation, or set up a boundary and demand that that abuser change and acknowledge that abuse is a choice. And if he doesn't, he or she is going to be out by themselves. They're not going to have people around to abuse. They're not going to have innocent children right in front of them to abuse. They'll be by themselves. Hey, Patty. Thank you for using the hashtag, honey. Okay, give me a second. I'm like behind in this chat. Per usual. Mur says she loves her sons. We know you do. We know you do, honey. Your sons are cute, too. They're adorable. Everyone looks to be conversing in here, supporting each other. I really like that. I like that a lot. Kyoto. Hello, how are you doing? Bye, Princess Skate. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a wonderful day. Oh, only a couple hours. I'm so sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. Yes, abuse is wrong. Yeah, and nobody can refute that. Nobody seems to be refuting that. And nobody can convince you that abuse that you see on camera is not abuse. So where does the conversation leave us? Well, it's wrong. You don't film it for profit. You don't exploit it. You don't exploit children. You don't make women and children cry on camera. It has lasting detrimental effects. And it doesn't matter if you make money off of it. It really doesn't. What can you imagine that? It doesn't matter if you make money, it's still wrong. Yeah. Yeah. It's still wrong. You weren't supposed to do that. It's dangerous. But like I was saying earlier about Pickle Boy's one of these songs he wrote, can't recall the name right now, but he says the word abusive life. This abusive life, this abusive life. Maybe I could find which video. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Was it letting go? Maybe it's letting go. Let me see. Because after you hear songs like this, you're like, wait a second, this guy has potential. This guy's a writer. This guy's a singer. This guy's a rapper. He could do it without talking about hurting people. Because in one of his songs, he's talking about, killing the girlfriend and this and that. And hang on, it might be this song. Give me 1 second here. It was a good one, so I wanted to share it with you guys, but I don't know. I listened to a few of them. I don't know if it was this one. Just keep conversing with each other. Don't mind me. I can't be entertaining every second. Oh, I don't know. I guess it's not this one. But that one's not a bad one either. It's pretty good. Oh, wait, it might be this one. Ah, okay. Yeah, I encourage you guys to check out his musical channel. There's some good songs on there. There's some that are really disturbing. There's a thumbnail with child abuse, which I, of course, don't agree with, and I put a flag on it, and it's still there. So I guess that doesn't matter, but okay. Maybe I might want to read this to you guys. It's called Doing Time. Doing Time and Letting Go are good songs. What the heck happened here? You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to read one of these songs to you guys. If you want to listen to it later, then I would encourage you, because what you're going to find is that not only is there reason to do these channels because the content's there and it's helping other people by pointing out it's wrong, and you don't do that for profit. But what you also might find here is that there's a content creator that can do so much better. He has the platform to say abuse is wrong, it's harmful, stay away from it. He's got the platform. He's got the power, baby. Okay. Here's his lyrics. Hang on a second. Here's his lyrics to his song. I enjoyed this one. I thought this one was good. It's called Doing Time. Never grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. Just broke white trash. Never took a bath. So sad. Being poor people look and laugh. Look at that. Guess his dad never went to class. So what? He dropped out. Guess I did too. Then hate bloomed on every thought I'm holding on to. Loose screws in my head. I'm puking up booze. Who knew that this is all I'd measure up to? Grow cold. Holding on to moments slowly gone. All is lost. God, it's hard. I start to fall apart. Slowly rot. I'm so alone. A lonely note I jot. I use the words inside my head before I blow it off. Every night, sit and cry about this fucking life. Wipe my eyes. Someone coming. Nothing's wrong, I lie. Then I disguise hurt I feel with jokes to make it by. Oh, I'm going to have to get back to that, what he said right there in a second. Let's keep going here. But then again, I'm all alone, and then I'm seeing why. Doing time, using my tears at night, abusive life. I slowly start to lose my mind. I'm doing time, living life. I wake and cry. I wonder why. I had to live to have to die. I'm doing time. Daily scene, days pass. Sky is bright, then pitch black. Yesterday was 5th grade. Tomorrow dawns a new class. News flash. Every day we're dying, so sad. I know that. Hope is lost and fallen so fast. Go back, take a look at days from way back. Wake up, then go to bed. Then wake up, don't crash. It's so fast, holding on to help the plane flash. In shame, pass. Grabbing on to make this day last. Say that. No one else could ever understand. It's evident you're not alone. So go on, take my hand. Feel the sand, wind that blows, the breeze against my skin. Consider this happiness before you reach an end. Reaching in, the bag to get the puzzle piece you get. Then make it fit. Life is empty if you waste the chips. Ante up, make a bed, and take this bed to live. Then fill the cup, smile, bitch, 'cause this is all you get. Doing time, using up my tears at night. Abusive life, I slowly start to lose my mind. I'm doing time, living life. I wake up and cry and wonder why. I had to live to have to die. I'm doing time. What do you guys think about that song he wrote? I want to know what you guys think first. Let me know what you think. That was one of Pickle Boy's songs that didn't have abuse, but talked about the abuse of life, talked about laughing because of abuse or because of pain, talking about doing time. What do you guys think about it? Because I see someone with all this potential, an amazing writer, some amazing lyrics here, somebody that's creative, somebody that has talent, and that didn't never need to incorporate it with abuse. He grew up in abuse. He grew up in poverty. So where's the heart? Because I see the heart in this song. I hear it. I see it in the lyrics and I hear it in the song. Where's the heart nowadays with taking the parking spot of disabled people? Where is the heart with filming children crying and women crying and being abused and exploiting and taking money and saying, well, it doesn't matter that you got abused. I bought cars and homes, when the money will never equate to the pain the child felt or the problems that they're going to have in their life or that they already may have or have felt. The money doesn't mean a damn thing. Money doesn't matter at all. Money isn't a currency for allowing abuse to occur. I understand he came from poverty. Not everybody that comes from poverty comes from abuse. So you're not always going to get sympathy just because for the poverty while everyone ignores the abuse. The abuse was wrong. But anyways, what did you guys think about this song? So I hear this song and I was just like, well, he's a good writer. He could do so much better. He could do so much better. Why is he talking down to disabled people? Why is he taking their parking spots? Why is he pushing it each and every time while children cry? He can do better. He's got the platform, damn it. Use it the right way. We need people to be speaking out against abuse of all kinds. We need it. So, anyways, I encourage you guys to check out that song. I thought it was really good because he's talking about the abuse of life and crying at night. And there's something he said here that I read. He says, every night, sit by and cry about this fucking life. Well, what life do you guys think he's talking about? Poverty, sure, but he's talking about abuse. Living in poverty and living in abuse. He says, wipe my eyes, someone come in. Nothing's wrong, I lie. Then I disguise hurt I feel with jokes to make it by. That's the mascot. He's the baby of the family. He's the youngest of his family. He was abused and neglected. He's learned to get by laughing at it. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you see him uploading abuse as entertainment. Because to get by in his life, he had to laugh it off. And his only choice, according to himself, to get out of poverty was to exploit it. I disagree, because I see your writing. Maybe you could have gotten out another way. Maybe you could have gotten out with your rapping or your writing. Or in one song, you talk about wanting to be an actor. And in one video, you talked about wanting to be a comedian. All those things are plausible for Pickle Boy because he has it. He's got it. But right along with it are other things I think he's picked up from abusive family, his dad, to include disrespecting women and children and exploiting them, and placing so much importance on money, more importance on money than family. Placing more importance on a show and making money than on doing what's right for a child. And I don't agree with that. Kizzy Bug, what's up, lady? Where you been, girl? Let me see how long I've been on. I've been on for an hour. I may not be on that much longer, but I may do another stream or maybe a Spreaker or something like that, because like I said, it's a lot easier. It's the weekend and it's a lot easier to jump up on the second channel over here. Yeah, so you guys see Boston. Boston does live streams and talks about what about the abuse. Kizzy Bug has a whole channel dedicated to speaking out against abuse and abuse for profit. And she talks about other celebrities, and you definitely want to check out her channel too. Let me see what else I wanted to talk about here. What else? Don't you guys think that would be amazing if, like, tomorrow Pickle Boy got on his channel and he's like, look, because he said he's going to address the elephant in the room, and he said the elephant in his room is his diet. Nobody cares about his diet. You know, raise some awareness for your own cause. You know, if he were to do that, wouldn't that be amazing? And how many kids and how many people could he help? Because people listen to him. They like him. They have grown to love him. They've seen him in the camera for a decade. He's got a lot of children that look up to him and that think he's cool. If he says abuse isn't cool, people will listen. Just like people listen when he says it is cool by saying, buy this backpack. Anger never dies. Well, that anger got people abused, including children. So I don't agree with that. Look, he should look back at this music that he wrote and some of these lyrics, because that's not easy, writing music like that. And he did a good job on some of these songs. And maybe he needs to come to grips with the fact that he's wrestling with some demons. And you could choose to be a good person and do the right thing online, or keep choosing to not do it and to not see that you've done things wrong or could have done things a better way. To include maybe in trusting in his own self that he could have got out of poverty. If getting out of poverty was so important to him, trusting himself that he could have done it a different way. Does he not have the talent? Does he not have the lyrics? Does he not have the music? So that's just something I wanted to say. If he were to get up tomorrow and say abuse is wrong, guys, don't do it. We shared the abuse stories and whatever. I don't know. I don't know how he wants to word it or anything, but I just know that would help so many other people. That's what I know. And I wish he wouldn't have to worry or, nobody's worried about getting monetized over here or making $1 off of the abuse that he's already made money off of. I'm not the doof warrior. I'm not re-uploading abuse and laughing at it and then running around and calling me annoying. He called me annoying. Can you believe it? Me annoying? What is he talking about? I'm so not annoying. But I don't know. This message is bigger than me. It's bigger than him. Nobody's trying to profit off of your abuse over here. Not even 1 cent. Ever off of this abuse, what we're talking about. But man, if he were to get on a live or a stream or a video and just say, well, yeah, there's another channel, and well, they're not going to say, they're not going to say it because the money or the brand. But I'm just saying, I think that, I don't know. We really don't know what will happen, will we? So doing that may end up saving his show because who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm just saying he's got the platform. Kids listen to him. Kids listen to the scapegoated daughter. They listen when they say roasted nuts. I never spoke with her. Don't believe anything she says. Don't support her. They listen. They listen to you. So I don't know. Maybe try to say something positive. Say something that will help them to acknowledge abuse is not funny. Abuse for profit's not right. Doesn't matter how many houses you have. It doesn't matter how many cars you have. It doesn't matter how many cars you have that you can't drive or don't drive. It doesn't matter. What matters is, how are those kids? How are they doing in school? How are people treating them? Are they still getting exploited? Those things are important. It's worth speaking out against. The channel's not for them. It's for you guys. But I will continuously say I don't have anything against them, and they could do better. I mean, man, if you guys tomorrow had a platform of 36,000 people, what would you want to say to those people? And a lot of those people are going to be kids. What do you want to say to them? What do you want them to know? Well, abuse is wrong. If you went through it, we validate you, and we're sorry. And you didn't deserve it. And you can get through it. But you got to try. And you're worthy of love. You're worthy of having a good life. You need to reach for more. Educate yourself on abuse and on abuse patterns. And try to reach out and help people. I don't know. I feel inspired by some of the live streams I've been hearing and the people that have been speaking out and talking. Lita's videos, Kizzybug, Lexi. Lexi, you really impressed me with your video. Don't give up. Don't give up. Michael Fairfax, is she going to buy that? Please don't tell me. Michael says his wife thinks he's going to sell the plush doll for the 1-year anniversary. There's something that's going to happen for the 1-year anniversary. Definitely. Absolutely. Just like the 6-month. Savage Libra, what's up, sir? Savage Libra says the majority of his fan base is kids. A lot of kids. Yes, a lot of children. Yeah. A lot of children that just want a place to go. They just want to belong. They don't want to be bullied. They want to feel good about themselves. They want to know that a celebrity or a famous YouTuber acknowledges them and cares about them, backs them up, thinks they're cool, likes their channel. They want to know those things. That's great. Do it. At the same time, tell them that abuse you said was entertaining is not so entertaining. But there's nobody that knows that more than Pickle Boy. Because what's the song I just read the lyrics to? Doing Time. He's writing songs about him having a life of abuse where he stays up at night crying about it. So nobody knows more about it than him. So he should be speaking out about it, not filming it, laughing about it, collecting money. He can do better. The audience deserves better. He could maybe change someone's life for the better by speaking out against it. But, you know, hey, President Trump, how are you doing? I don't have much more to talk about, you guys. Maybe I'll be back on later and we could talk about some more things, but I had to give these shout outs to you guys because people need to be supporting your channels and checking it out. So in the description, I have the link to Lexi. She did a excellent video. It's a half-hour long. She gives her abuse story and she talks about what the channels mean to her, and that was very meaningful, and I'm very proud and I feel privileged to and honored to even be a part of that and listen to that. Don't give up. Don't give up. You got a troll account running around pretending to be you, but they will never be you. They want to be you, but they can't because they can't say what's on their mind. Isn't that sad? The Weird Reactor too. A young lady that did a 5-minute video. She's getting a lot of hate over there. Her link's in the description. If you could just check her video out, acknowledge her abuse story, and give her a like over there. Because she commented to me and she said, "Oh my God." She said, "Did you see my dislikes? I got a lot of dislikes. There's a lot of hate on here. What's going on?" And, you know, I'm very sorry for that. Not needed. And also, the whole time we've been doing this channel, or the Roasted Studios channel, in the very beginning, oh my gosh, you guys should have seen the hate that I got. You guys meandered over here at the right time. Thanks for being here. But it took a while for everyone to come together. And maybe there'll be even more people that come together in the future, which would be great, right? So, but I'm going to be back on later because I can't think of much more to talk about as of right now. But I wanted to say hi to you guys, and I want you guys to connect with each other and be able to say hi. I will be on later. I will try to come on later, or maybe get another quick video out or something like that. So thank you to everybody that popped in. Bridget, Lita, Marquise, President Trump, Kyoto, Ayami, Tanmay, President Trump, Kizzybug, Chris Peck, Savage Libra, Michael Fairfax, Luke Twitty. Didn't see you come in. How are you doing, honey? Boston, Aaron, Savage Libra, Lita. I feel like I'm saying the same names over and over. Lexi, who? Missy Ryan. Lexi, don't give up. Marquise. Mike, Pickle Boys, Belly Flap. Always a pleasure, really. Michael Fairfax. Mandy. Patty. Murr. Justin. Patty Pal. Michael Fairfax. Don't give up. Lovely Nurse. Nocturnal Saint Studios was in here. Tara. Okay. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to yourself. Okay? Be kind to yourself today and always. Please share this video and support everybody in the description. Cassandra's curse. For all they know, he does no good. Well, nobody will listen to you. Everybody have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.